question is to the Minister of Municipal Affairs. My constituents are furious that you are cutting off debate on the natural gas plant that is going into King Township. This is a plant that you have ordered to be built in the middle of the green belt in the Holland Marsh, and now you want to use a loophole in the Planning Act to force it through. The Mayor of King says you, quote, circumvent the very process set up to publicly adjudicate such proposals, a process that was established to protect the people and the environment of Ontario and to respect the voters' wishes in the municipality. Are you using the Planning Act to kill hearings at the OMB on this natural gas plant because you know you'll lose?
I don't know. I would never think that. I would never presume wins or losses in any of these situations. I really respect the opinion of my friend Frank Cleese very much, and the treasurer. Oh, sorry, riding names and the riding he represents. But I want to tell you that his strong support for this is something I think everybody takes into consideration. As you know, there has been a posting by the ministry which allows people 45 days to be able to comment on this particular project. And I know that everyone who has a comment, including my good friend Mr. Cleese and others, will be able to comment favourably or unfavourably as a result of the opportunity of that 45-day ability to comment.
Thank you. Supplementary.
All Ontario families must be concerned with a Premier who finds never-before-used loopholes in his Planning Act. He's ignored the calls of more than 50 municipalities that want a moratorium on wind farms. Now he is ignoring the people of King, who have already spent $200,000 fighting this plan at the Ontario Municipal Board. The Mayor said in a letter to the Premier, "We followed your legislative process to the letter of the law at considerable expense to our taxpayers, yet you have moved to override us right in the middle of an OMB hearing."
Breaking the rules.
This is a question the member for Oak Ridge's Markham won't ask, but I know my constituents and many of hers want to know. Why would you use a loophole to destroy the integrity of the planning process?
Sounds a little shifted.
Minister of Energy.
Mr. Speaker, the member brought up families in her question, and I want to say that that's what this is all about. It's about the families and businesses in King Township and Northern York Region. They need power, Mr. Speaker. They need power to lead their quality of lives. The businesses in that community need stable sources of power to run their businesses. The clock is ticking. If we do not move, Mr. Speaker, it's very clear that this community could be subjected to brownouts. Now, that was a policy that was acceptable to the Tories. In fact, they brought us very close to that. And if we would have followed their direction, we would be browning out all over this province. But, Mr. Speaker, we're for reliable sources of power. We'll make the tough decisions we need to make to protect those very residents, to ensure that they have access to energy supply. Mr. Speaker, that's our...
Thank you. New question, the member from Kenora Rainey.